what's up everybody? I'm Sinister1. I'm going to be running Double Dragon 2 The Revenge for you. And with... So with me on the couch we have Mike Uyama, Murphigator, L-Rock, and Zallard1. And you guys just saw that L-Rock rescued Marion. Everybody's happy, but unfortunately in Double Dragon 2, Marion has been killed by the mysterious Shadow Warriors. So now we're out for revenge. So let's go get some revenge in 3, 2, 1, go!
So this is the knee. You're going to be seeing that a lot.
Yeah, right away you'll notice I'm jumping in on these enemies and doing this super, super powerful move, which Mike could actually tell us a little bit more about.
Yeah, so this move is so powerful. The Japanese name for the move is the Bakuma Ryujin Kyaku, which roughly translates as the exploding demon dragon god kick. And because you have not only an exploding demon, but a dragon god within this knee, there's only 4 frames available to contain its power for your use.
That's right.
Even though 4 frames is, you know, a pretty lenient amount for like a trick in a speedrun, doing it all the time is actually pretty difficult.
Yeah, you're going to really have to have consistency with it. And you can see we have some other powerful moves as well. There's a cyclone kick, there's an uppercut move, and those are not quite as powerful as the knee, so that's why you see the knee predominantly. You can grab enemies as well, just want to show that off, and do some other stuff. The weapons are not quite as powerful in this game, and I'm about to get knocked off the edge, so I should probably not do that. There we go. All right, so we're coming up to the first boss. This is Burnov. He's actually got 2 death cutscenes, and we're going to skip both of those by kind of bringing him over here. He's just blindly following us. He doesn't know what's going to happen.
See the mask he's wearing? Who could see out of that?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how he does it. He's not cooperating very much. There we go. So he's off.
That's where you ended up anyway.
That's all she wrote for Burnov.
Oh, yeah. He skipped the I'm melting cutscene.
So, to elaborate a bit on what Sinister was explaining about the story, as mentioned, yes, your girlfriend is now no longer with us, unfortunately. What I was explaining was, of course, Double Dragon 1 to me was more about the journey of becoming, you know, the Billy Lee that everybody knows. Progressively through the game, you level up to get new moves, because you start out as just punching and kicking and not doing a whole lot. But by now, you have this extremely expansive moveset, and you're putting it to this amazing use. In fact, you've even leveled up a few. You've got a much better uppercut. You've got the knee. But now, even now that you're this much more experienced fighter, they change it up by having a lot of levels where that moveset really doesn't matter. But we'll get to that in a bit.
And as we mentioned in the interview, this game is very, very much different from the arcade version. There's a lot more stages. There's some different enemies. We're going to be seeing the ninja enemies, which were added to this NES port. They're not in the original. And one nice thing about them is they cannot duck. So they can't avoid your cyclones, and they can't avoid your knees. That's the end of them.
Yeah.
About the ducking, it is random, but you can kind of mitigate for it by trying to do your knee as late as possible, which makes it less likely.
And there's a stage hazard in this helicopter here, which you're going to see. The door opens and it sucks you out. So you have to be a little bit careful. You don't want to spend too much time near the door there. You can get yourself in trouble.
Oh, Bobo grew some hair.
Yeah, he's actually called Bolo in this game. I think he's related to a Bobo, but he's not quite a Bobo. So let's see if we can get him out the window here. See you, buddy.
See ya.
There again. Love the white pants too, so stylish. Nice double knee finish. God, knee is just so overpowered in this game. It does like what 4 times as much damage as the second most powerful move. It's an issue. It's so powerful.
So these enemies control you a little bit, but they actually sort of behave for once. Oh, there's the troll. we were waiting for
You were saying?
I jinxed myself. It's what I do in speedrunning.
I mean, that's the strat, though, is just throwing stuff at somebody in the back of their head. You see this guy just take out 2 of your friends with 1 attack? That's what I'd do.
Exactly.
Like,
He's smart.
That
was the smart guy out of the group. All right, so things get a little tight down here. There's this spike ceiling, so you have to kind of fight in close quarters. So you'll see I'm using more of the grab type moves, or we can just get knocked down as well.
So what he's trying to do is that you can do the knee from any get-up animation. It's not just the jump, but it's a little harder to do it from getting knocked down because you're not like pairing with a set time frame. So he's just kind of trying to mash out the knee as he's getting up to try to get some extra damage on those enemies.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
a
little
good
trickier. The rhythm of doing it off the ground is always tougher, I've found.
Yeah. And the reason why he's specifically around here is because it's the only real area where he can knee without getting hit by the spikes like that.
Well, these guys do not want to cooperate. I knew he was going to throw that.
Fortunately, hitting the ceiling spikes isn't a big deal. They don't like kill you; they just knock you down. So
Yeah. Even though you have less units of health than in Double Dragon 1, they last longer because it's not like one per hit.
Nice bolo kill. He didn't give you any fits.
Nice. I like it.
That glitch clip, that's sick.
nice.
All right, and stage 5 is probably a good time for some donations.
I think I've got a couple here. We have a particularly interesting one here from PieCurious53 for $250 that says, "Did I miss the incentive to add Battletoads to this game?" And we also have another $250 from Anonymous that says, "Let's crack that million. Thanks for yet another great event, and good luck to all the runners."
All right, so there is some dangerous platforming in this game. That's kind of the beginning of it, but there's a lot more to come. Yeah, most beat-em-ups you don't typically see too much platforming, but for some reason the NES Double Dragons wanted to make it a part of the game.
Yeah, which is great when you have push both buttons to jump controls.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we can get these guys off the edge if they come out not ducking.
Best quick kill. Bye.
There we go.
Uh,
Taking care of business.
yeah. And the reason why he uses the Cyclone Kick there is because it lasts a very long time, so it's much easier to time than doing a knee. It also lets him reposition himself for the second bolo, is it?
Yeah, I think that guy's Bolo.
A Bobo.
And these guys are Chintai Mei, and they're the only enemies that have a weapon, but they don't actually drop it, so you can't get their weapon from them. And we're not getting a good pattern here, so we just have to take it a little slow to get to the top of the train.
The start pattern you get here is pretty random, and that can really alter like how many seconds you're able to save by getting up there as quickly as possible. Dynamite effect is so cool in this game too, just big flame wave.
Although Sinister's not a fan because it can lag the screen really badly if there's multiple dynamites going off at once.
See what Billy can do about the Governator
Arnold.
here.
Yeah, everybody knows who this is. This is Arnold, and yes, he will be back. All right, so I'm going to take an intentional death right here. It's going to take me right to the top of the steps and allow me to cross there no matter what flame pattern I get because you have iframes, so you're safe. Oh, a lot of ducking. Not what we want to see. Yeah, these guys can get a little rough sometimes.
Ropers in this game have a move set. They will not make you enjoy it.
All right, hopefully that guy went on the spikes. Yes, he did. Okay, so now it's just going to be these enemies spawning. Nice. All right, so this is, if you ever played this game as a kid, you probably hated this section.
Yeah.
This is like
It's
the
pretty
Yoku-
bad.
It's
yeah.
pretty bad, and I never got past it as a kid.
Like, why would you put Yoku blocks in the beat 'em up?
Yeah, it just doesn't
What
make
is the
sense.
point?
With both buttons, the jump controls.
and fixed
And
length
la-
jumps.
And lag, or big lag on landing after a jump. Nice.
Nice.
Very clean.
Our childhoods have been avenged.
More platforming.
Yeah, and this stage has some of the worst platforming in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next room coming up, the gear room, is really, really treacherous.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's back.
Hey, burn off.
This room's very intriguing. You have the platform giving way, as you can see, which is both advantageous and not.
So you
That
get
sound
to see-
effect is glorious.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take an intentional hit right away here. And then we just have to try to make this first cycle.
It's so nice to have a stage that's not random. Because I wouldn't know what that feels
Yeah.
like.
Instead, he just has to deal with
Nice.
every single.
That was a
enemy.
really good gear room.
Nice.
So if you if your timing's off at all, then you basically have to wait for the cycles then, because
Ah, boo.
there's spikes everywhere and the gears rotate. So if you jump at the wrong time, you can easily get killed because the spikes are a one-hit death.
And this is the part where enemies do not cooperate. So funny thing about this game is to kill an enemy, you actually have to kill them with a knockdown. So that's why I'm doing like this one punch and then a knee. If I did the knee first and then did one punch, that would not finish them off, even though it's the same amount of HP that you're dealing. Same thing with these guys, so you just do 2 punches, get a knee in. This guy took some damage on his own, so we just need to knee him.
I'm more curious as to how that didn't kill him. Dude was literally set on fire. A
Yeah.
gigantic blaze. To the wall.
All right, nice little grouping strat here.
Nice. Bye.
Oh, we got combo breaker.
No
in
idea
there.
they had that much health.
Yeah, they have a ton of health, these guys.
There's
Hey,
a
look
lot
who's
of,
back.
Yeah, there's a lot of really tough enemies in this game for health.
Yeah, this is the toughest Arnold. This is Predator Arnold right here. He's not messing around.
Turns out he bleeds too.
And the chopper was back in stage 2 and 3.
Ah, we got a troll
What
pattern
in
there.
Yeah, yeah, nobody's blocking that jump in front of a jump.
Yeah, so that, unfortunately, because, yeah, those guys jump at you, you kind of can't really avoid that. So that one guy spawned from the left. All the enemies in this stage are really tough. They have higher HP, and they can combo break you quite a bit. So you have to be a little careful. All right, not bad, not bad. And let's not soft lock. Okay.
Hooray!
Didn't soft lock.
Most effective finishing move ever. Oh, jeez.
All right, a couple more bolos that we'll take care of off screen. Then we're going to get the return of the ninjas. The ninjas are a little more dangerous in this section. So we got to be careful here. You want to do one jump kick and a knee to take care of them.
Music is hype.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, so the problem is if they get out of whack, yeah, they just start flipping around everywhere, moving everywhere. And if they get off axis, it's even worse because then they just become incredibly hard to hit.
What is he doing? He doesn't even know what he's doing. All right.
I want to push all the buttons.
Then you have to fight your clone here. So this guy actually has like a fireball move that you don't have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he has that disappearing move.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the knee, so.
No, he does not have the knee, thankfully. Up. Okay, there we go. Uppercut. And there he goes. So normally that would be the end of the game. In the arcade version, that is the end. But no, is that Marion? Wait, what? Oh no, it's the evil Shadow Warrior. All right, so this stage has a pretty epic track. This is a tough fight. All right, he got loose. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's invisible right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he is invisible.
Yeah, if he's invisible, you generally just want to back kick because that has the very long range, and that's a good way to catch him and knock him down, and then set up another knee. And he's doing uppercuts
so
and wake
good.
up because it's just a very powerful high priority move that also sets up pretty well for the knee.
And you get a really epic slow motion kill in this game, which is pretty cool. So let's try to end it with a knee here, see if we can do it. Yeah.
Nice.
And time.
What's the time?
All right, so we defeated the evil Shadow Warrior, and he kind of tells us this story. He leaves us with this legend. So we think, oh man, okay, we got our revenge. Everything is complete, but actually it is not. There's a little bit of a twist ending here that you get to see. So it has the legend: when two dragons soar through the sky, an angel will fall to the earth. And of course, that angel returns Marion to you alive and well. So you get Marion back, happy ending. And that's Double Dragon 2. Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Sinister1, for that great run. Both him and Elle making it look way too